I think we've got the mystery of aim and what's going to happen with the aim. I guess this is going to be legendary, right? Is that what you're hearing is legendary?
That is kind of what everybody's piecing together from what Cerebur said when he did that casino interview. So it makes sense that he's the legendary aim unlock.
And I'm going to have a hard time. This is Graviton, T-O-N, Graviton, not Gravitron, Graviton. Oh my God, I'm never going to say that right. We're
both going to say this wrong many times. I know it. Both of us.
I can barely get Mantis and Minerva sorted out, or Killmonger and Warmonger. This is going to be a challenging. You probably could play a drinking game. How many times I say his name wrong going forward? So, he does have affiliation to AIM, and we've also got Deadmine information right here, where it says get 150 Graviton shards and use him to weigh down enemies with stun and stacks of slow, and then deal extra damage for every negative effect. Oof. Two really confusing things about that sentence, and Deadmine is weird, right? Like subject to change. Yes. Who really knows? They do all kinds of weird stuff, right?
Yep, they change these a lot. They change in-game stuff. There's errors that in-game stuff that's actually released. So I don't think we should be surprised if there's any potential errors here.
Okay, so first thing is 150. What is that? That doesn't make any sense. That's no number that's ever been used in the game before, right?
Yeah, 180 is a 4-star, 100 is a 3-star. What is 150? I don't know.
150 is nothing. So I can't make sense of what 150 is. I don't understand that. It doesn't make any sense. And the other thing is stun and stacks of slow. Straight up, this is a turn-based game. Slow and stun is over the top, right?
Yeah, it reminds me of Mordo, but with slow instead of blind. I like it.
Yeah, when you cannot take a turn, especially if you can do 2 for 1, like you put up one character, you put up Graviton, and he can negate 2 other members on the other team. You know what I mean? Where basically the match is now 4 versus 3. It's unfair. Yes. You win. You know what I mean? I mean, Mordo kind of does that, but Mordo is kind of weird, right? Like he's okay.
Yeah. You know what I said? Mordo, it's Spider-Man. This is like Spider-Man's ultimate, but it looks like it's an AoE version of this thing. Especially if this is an early move, this could really disable the other team before they can get anything off. If you get the whole thing stunned.
The only reason why Thor is not broken is because he's so slow, and that AoE stun is so late. But if that was turn 1
normally, right?
Yeah, if that was a turn 1 move, that'd be broken, and it went first, it'd be broken. So let's go over some other things in the Deadmine. We're going to talk about some other changes that have been happening to the game. We're just going to kind of go over the thing. War Store update. Get more blue and purple gear. It says Commander. More supplies are on the way. We've added additional rows of blue and purple gear to the supply section of the War Store. Let's go over to BlueStacks. Link is in the description. Of course, we're sponsored by BlueStacks. We're going to look at that. So basically you can see my screen here. So they're going to add in the War Store additional rows of blue and purple gear. And then also in the supply store. Do you think that's going to be helpful at all?
I think it will, especially for the players that are still farming gear out of the War Store or the supply store. I know both of us aren't really farming from either place right now, just because of the limited resources, especially with the limited war resources. But it'll help. I don't know if it's going to be that big of an impact, but you're more likely to get something that you actually want with the extra row on each of these.
Yeah, I mean, in war... there are times where I need that, elusive purple piece, but never blue. Mm-hmm. And most of the time I'm looking for the superior uniques, which I do not show right here, where I can finish off and get the character finally to gear 13. And same thing in supplies. That's what I'm always looking for is, that superior unique that costs 70,000 something, 72,000.
Even after Ultron, still looking for those. I am myself.
Well, and then they've doubled down on Ultron and Captain Marvel needing the same one, my goodness, and they both need it badly, and they both are effective characters, and probably Captain Marvel benefits more than Ultron, my goodness. Not that, I guess that's okay, it's whatever. Then they've got some more things inside the data mine. I don't understand this event at all, the Star Pupil Milestones. Do you have any idea what the point of that is or what it is at all?
I mean, this is the best guess that I have. You know, kids are going back to school and they're trying to do a tie-in with something that's going on in the year right now. So they got Iron Man and War Machine, kind of the pupils, Captain America, Falcon, Miles Morales, Spider-Man, Thanos with Gamora, Nebula, and so there's kind of a tie-in loosely for that back to school thing. I don't know if it hit the mark like they wanted, but it's not a bad thing.
Let's just take a moment and talk about how terrible these offers are.
The offers? Oh, yeah.
Specifically this 80th anniversary. What were those offers? I mean, we're going to give you the privilege to buy 1/4 of one useless orb for 99 cents. I just don't understand some of this stuff, right?
Whoa. You can get 8 Namor shards if you are extremely lucky.
But, oh, God, they're selling you 1/4 of an orb. I guess, I don't know.
$4 for a potential at 8 Namor shards is how you got to look at it. If that's a value.
Okay, and none of them make any sense to me at all. Now, this is the one that I have the biggest problem with right here, and we're going to talk about this. And I just want to, before I talk about this, I understand that there's massive amounts of gold crunch and gear crunch, and it's intentional. It's on purpose. And what that does in this game is it forces players to pick and choose carefully who to gear up and who to level up with gold, right?
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, you can't just throw all of your resources into a minion when you could have put them into Captain Marvel. And it's a game of allocation management, resource management, and there's scarcity, and this scarcity is intentional. The scarcity is designed in a way to create frustration so that players buy things. And so when I complain about something in this game that I just don't want to discount that gold and gear is a problem for everybody. That is the whole point of this game.
I think that's pretty intentional, though. Because it's exactly like you said, I need this stuff right now. Let me spend some money instead of, I can get this in a few days. And it's been that way for a while. It's not surprising.
And I don't want to come across as like not empathetic to this problem. But I knew that was an issue before I played this game. When I was downloading the game, I knew that was how this game was going to be.
Yeah, I mean, the game would go out of business. No one would have a point to spend money or anything if everything's so easy to acquire. So
the game is about resource management. You only have so much gold. Spend it wisely, or spend money. I mean, that's it. That's the whole point.
That is.
It is the whole point.
Or be patient and buy whatever you want in a few more days.
And if you are more efficient at spending gold on the correct characters, you will do better than this game than the guy next to you. And giving everybody gabillions of gold does nothing. It doesn't change much. I mean, everybody just has more gold. But if you have a limited amount of gold and you spend it better than the guy next to you, you're going to do better in this game. I mean, that is what this game is about.
It makes total sense. That's kind of the strategy. That's where the strategy comes into play.
Everything is scarce for everybody, and you just have to deal with it. And giving everybody more gold sounds nice, but then the game is not the same. That is the game. It is the game. Oh my God! I don't know why I even talk about this.
I get it. Just either be patient or just spend money. Scarcity. But that's how it is. It's a collector game at the end of the day.
Okay, so when I complain about not being able to play a game mode at all because they have forced us to buy these packs, it has changed the game fundamentally, in my opinion. We are currently not playing our Alliance War because our guild does not want to buy those $9 packs. To play competitively in Alliance War, you have to forego getting Rhino, forego getting Rescue, forego getting Mantis, and possibly spend cores on refreshes from your blitz charges to get full 12 attacks, or just take 2 weeks off and go hard for 2 weeks and go soft for 2 weeks. We're taking 2 weeks off. They basically forced us to not play a game mode.
I don't understand why they would do it, though. That part doesn't make sense. I think they wanted to line their pockets, which they should because of the for-profit company. But I think they've taken it a little too far, in my opinion, because, you should be able to at least play every game mode. Maybe not win every game mode, but be able to play every game mode. And it's hard to do that.
This is the part I don't get. They should make this competitive game mode where it is roster versus roster. Your alliance's roster versus your alliance's roster, right? And we lose and I feel bad. And so therefore I start upgrading my power armor team, and that's how they get their money. They're actually just charging us to play the game mode.
To play the game mode instead of trying
to get it on the back end where, hey, I would have won that match if I had an extra ability on my war machine. No, it's like you don't even really get to pay and get max amount of attacks and do it correctly without buying this pack. And maybe your guild doesn't care about war and it doesn't matter. But for me, it's like when we're playing competitively before all these things changed in the Blitz store, I could just buy these and I would do fine. But now it's like I need to get these other characters and I can't just only buy those. I have to decide between advancing my roster or playing in war or buying the $9 pack 3 times a week. It just blows my mind, right?
Let me just add something onto there. You're not just advancing your roster; you're advancing your war attack roster. When you're talking about Rhino, who eventually will unlock Invisible Woman, and you got Rescue, who directly is related to one of the stronger war teams. So, it's advancing your roster for war or playing war, and that's right. Kind of how it's been for a little while.
So basically, our guild has decided to sit half of the Alliance Wars out. We're effectively just not playing half of the time because of this decision that was forced upon us. And what is your guild doing?
We're trying to play hard, but we're just trying to not to do it spending anything. So instead of spending 3 or 4 refreshes, we're doing 2. Okay. So, we're going hard, but we're just not pushing those refreshes. If you do 3 refreshes,
you can't spend this currency on anything else.
That's true. That's why we brought it down to 2. So
okay, yeah.
The 3rd and the 4th are optional.
Okay, so that is actually a fairly balanced approach to me, but you're still cutting back. And
we would cut back significantly.
And if someone's going to do full 12 attacks, they're going to finish before you do, and you're going to lose, right? They're going to clear you first.
Then good for them. They won. They outspent us.
Okay, they outspent you, right? Yeah. And it's about spending now. This Alliance War thing is all about spending now, which is it's kind of sad because it was initially about strategy and rosters and team composition, and now it's been reduced and boiled down to just spending on those packs, those $9 packs. And I think it's terrible.
Yeah. So hopefully it is fixed sooner than later, right, guys? Okay.
All right. Well, now it's time for the giveaway. You ready for the giveaway?
Oh, the best part. I'm always ready for these. I love these.
Okay. I really hope you like this video today, because if you did, you are in luck. For every single person that likes this video, you're not only getting an 8-star character, but the character will come preloaded with 6 red stars, not 7, because nobody gets a 7 red star.
This is an exciting video, guys.
But 6 stars actually is real. I mean, 7 red stars are unicorns; they don't exist. But for every person that likes this video, you'll be getting for free in your account an 8-star Graviton.
This is not a scam.
Did you ever go on that when you were a kid?
Yeah, that was one of the rides that I would go on all the time.
I know some people get sick. For you don't know, so you sit inside this thing and it starts to spin around in circles really fast, and everybody's sitting on the walls, and then you start sliding up on the walls, and you can sit up and the gravity, and then there's a guy in the middle.
G-forces are crazy, man. You're like, I can't move from the wall.
Whoa. I mean, I used to love. I mean, I would just do this over. Some people will throw up, and then they would always have like disco music and like a DJ booth in the middle with some carny. I don't know. Like this guy right here, DJ Graviton, right there.
Canadian from Canada. From Canada, too.
And the reason why is I know I'm gonna, because I know I'm gonna call that guy Graviton. I just know it. All right, guys, be sure to
Graviton this whole time.
Be sure to head over to Valley Flying's channel and watch the same video. I don't know. We're probably covering the same stuff.
Different video.
Different video? I don't know. Yeah. All right, guys. Thanks for watching and keep on gaming.